Does it ever feel like you're just trying to keep up with technology, like drinking from a fire hose?
Oh, absolutely. One thing pops up, and before you know it, there are five new developments.
Exactly. Well, today on the deep dive, we're trying to give you maybe a bit of a shortcut. We're looking at the future of AI.
Specifically through these nine waves,
Yep.
right? Particularly how they're hitting the legal sector first, but really they'll affect almost everyone.
That's the plan. We'll go through these waves, pull out the key stuff from the research you sent over, so by the end, you'll have a really solid grip on what's likely coming down the pike.
And crucially, this isn't just, theoretical stuff. These are tangible shifts happening now. We're connecting the dots from today to what's emerging on the horizon.
Right, understanding the flow, the progression.
Jackie.
Okay, let's dive in. Wave number one. The research calls it prompt-based legal AI. So this is the early stuff.
Yeah, the first generation, basically. Think non-reasoning models.
Meaning,
Meaning they respond to prompts, pull information, maybe draft simple things based on keywords. But they don't really think deeply or connect complex ideas.
Yep.
Fast, accessible.
but limited, like a very efficient clerk,
Yeah.
maybe not a strategist.
Precisely. They paved the way. Absolutely crucial groundwork. But like many first waves, they were destined to be surpassed pretty quickly. A stepping stone.
Which leads naturally into the second wave, reasoning models and tool calling. This sounds like a bigger leap.
It really is. Here you have AI models that can actually reason. They can analyze arguments, synthesize info from different places.
Okay, so more like thinking.
Getting there, yes. And critically, they can use external tools, so the AI isn't just stuck in its own text bubble.
What kind of tools?
Well, it could access a live legal database, for example, or draft a specific contract clause based on that data, maybe even schedule a related meeting. It understands more, so it can do more.
But there's a catch, right?
Yeah.
The research mentioned cost.
Ah, yes, the trade-off. More sophisticated reasoning, more inference, so that takes a lot more computing power.
So operational costs go way up.
Exactly, skyrocketing in some cases. And that cost factor is a huge piece shaping how these more advanced AI tools are actually being adopted and scaled right now.
That cost pressure, it kind of sets the stage for the next evolution, doesn't it? The third wave,
Yeah.
infrastructure and private AI.
It does. We're seeing this really interesting trend where companies want the power, but maybe not the public cloud exposure or cost.
So bringing AI capabilities in-house onto private servers or clouds.
Pretty much. Replicating that public cloud functionality, but keeping it contained, secure. And alongside that,
The rise of smaller models,
right, small, efficient AI models that can run directly on your device, your laptop, your phone.
which helps with privacy, I imagine. It makes it easier for
It
developers.
both, yeah. It democratizes app creation, and think about integration connecting securely to your email, your calendar, your files to create these private, collaborative workspaces. Open source is really pushing this forward too.
Okay, so the infrastructure is shifting towards private integrated systems. How does that change how we interact with it daily?
Well, that takes us right into the fourth wave. Voice interfaces. The research is pretty clear. Voice is becoming the next big thing for talking to AI.
Moving beyond typing everything towards actual conversation.
Seamless conversational AI. And think about law specifically.
Dictation.
Exactly. A return to legal dictation, but, on steroids. Drafting complex documents, prepping applications, even research. Just by talking naturally, the AI gets the nuance.
Turning thoughts directly into legal work product through voice. Okay.
Yeah, it's a powerful shift in workflow.
So if voice is the interface,
Mm.
what about the hardware? Are we still just talking phones and computers?
Not necessarily. That brings us to the fifth wave. AI-enabled devices. Think dedicated hardware built specifically for AI.
Like beyond the general purpose devices we have now?
Right. The source material mentioned that OpenAI Joni Ive device concept.
Ah, yeah. Something sleek, intuitive, designed purely for AI interaction.
Precisely. These devices won't just be gadgets. They'll drive totally new user experiences, unlock new use cases. And that voice interface from Wave 4, that's a key driver making these dedicated devices practical.
Imagine legal tools just seamlessly part of your environment.
It opens up a lot of possibilities. Now, let's get really futuristic for a second.
Okay, I'm ready.
What happens when the AIs start talking directly to each other?
Uh-huh. Like AI negotiating with AI.
That's the core of the sixth wave, AI to AI negotiation. Delivery models evolve. AI systems representing their human users start interacting, negotiating, maybe even making deals autonomously.
Whoa, so instead of me emailing another lawyer, my AI just talks to their AI.
Potentially, yes. It could replace chunks of how we use the internet for transactions or agreements, creating these networks of intelligent agents acting on our behalf.
The implication there is
Yeah.
pretty profound. Your AI basically acts as your lawyer in those digital realms.
It could, yeah. Drafting terms, making offers, closing deals. AI-mediated agreements could become standard.
Okay, that is mind-bending. So if AI can do that, what about an AI that's more like a partner, an assistant that's always there?
That leads perfectly into the seventh wave, Bondrew, Iron Man. The research uses Bondrew to describe this emerging class of really capable multimodal AI assistants.
Multimodal meaning.
Meaning it understands and works with text, voice, images, maybe other data types too. Think like Jarvis from Iron Man, doubly integrated, proactive, almost anticipates your needs.
So it blends reasoning, creativity, and can actually do things.
Exactly. Real-world action initiation. The concrete example given was solving legal while driving.
Meaning your AI is analyzing a contract, maybe drafting a response, handling deposition prep,
Yeah.
all while you're focused elsewhere.
That's the idea. It's an incredible level of individual empowerment, freeing up your mental bandwidth.
If individuals get that empowered, that must change the jobs landscape, right?
Absolutely. And that's the eighth wave. New jobs and skills. As AI transforms these workflows, completely new roles and skill sets just have to emerge.
The research mentions solo lawyers specifically.
Right. Leveraging these AI superpowers to build totally new kinds of businesses. And the projection, oh, it's pretty bold.
The billion-dollar ARR figure for a solo practitioner.
Yeah. It sounds almost unbelievable, but the insight is how AI gives individuals the scale and capability that used to require a massive firm. It could democratize high-value legal services. Huge entrepreneurial potential.
Okay, that covers a lot of ground, from basic prompts to AI super assistants and billion-dollar solo practices. What's left?
Just the biggest unknown. The ninth wave. The future unfolds.
The one that's still being built.
Exactly. The sources are clear, its shape isn't fixed. It depends on breakthroughs yet to come, and crucially on the choices we make as a society.
And the ultimate impact.
Nothing short of potentially a whole new economic structure. It's the culmination, really, redefining work, wealth, how society operates.
Wow. Okay, so just to recap, we've gone from simple prompt AI to reasoning models with tools, private infrastructure, voice interfaces, then dedicated AI devices.
And AI to AI negotiation, the Jarvis-style assistant, entirely new jobs, giving individuals massive leverage.
And finally, this still forming ninth wave that could reshape the economy. Understanding that whole progression feels pretty vital.
It really does, and it raises that key question, for everyone listening. How do your skills, your role, fit into this unfolding picture? How might they need to evolve?
Right, and maybe even bigger. What choices do we need to make now, collectively, to steer that ninth wave toward the best outcomes?
It's not just happening to us. We're participants in shaping it.
Absolutely. Which leaves me with this final thought. If AI can represent us legally, if it can solve legal while we're driving, what's left that is uniquely human? What's our core value in that future, and how on earth we prepare for it now?
That's the multi-trillion-dollar question, isn't it? Something to definitely mull over.